What is going on, everybody? Royal Danish here, and today I wanted to do a quick video on the top 5 most underrated spots to land in Warzone. A lot of other spots that I see that are recommended are high octane. You're going to be in a gunfight right off the hop, and don't get me wrong, they have great loot, and that's a great thing for that style of player. But if you're looking for the slow style of gameplay, you just want to ride the circles out, and you want to get to as far as possible, if not win the game, these spots are going to be for you. Each spot has very unique on the map, typically on the outer edge, and they allow for great gameplay around the circle and great rotations as well. These spots are going to work fine for solos, trios, quads, whatever you guys want to do, and they will just allow for high loot right off the hop. You can typically buy a loadout drop with most of them, and just a lot of flexibility. So without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, guys, so for our first spot, it's actually going to be over here. I didn't actually know it had a name before this, so apparently it's called Junkyard. Now this spot, if the circle, which a lot of the time, it does go all the way around here. There's lots of circles where I find that, or you'll see the circle that goes around here. This spot could honestly work too if the circle's up north. I do have spots like for that later in the video. But so typically if we're in a trios, squads, whatever, we'll have 2 guys land in this specific building right here. We will have guys land at this bunker, and we'll have guys land at these buildings over here. And then depending on the circle, we'll either work our way north, south, or we can head into the map going east. Now, these spots typically have good loot. Most of the time you'll have enough to buy a loadout drop every single time you drop here. So very effective. That's pretty much this spot. Okay, for our second spot, it's actually gonna be down in Port. Now it's gonna be specifically in a couple different buildings in Port here. So here we have what's called the Vacant building. You'll recognize this from Vacant, the multiplayer map Vacant. If you don't have multiplayer, you just play Warzone. It's from previous Call of Duties as well. And then here we have a building right here. It's actually the same as this other building over here, just completely different spot in the map, obviously. And here we have higher tier loot, lots of guns. Typically, you have a buy station here, and you'll find you'll get lots of money throughout this whole area. So typically, we'll do, like if it's in squads, we'll do 2 here, and then we can work our way over into this building. I find Port a lot of the time is in the circle, other than the odd cases where you have the circle over here or way up north. But Port generally is in the circle, which is great. It allows for easy rotations. And if the circle, depending on the circle, you can rotate any direction, really. If the circle's way down here in the corner, it makes for an easy spot because you'll find a lot of people just rush prison, and this will allow you to kind of get your loot, slow push prison, just a little bit slower. And then same thing with going around downtown. You don't have to go through downtown. That is quite high octane. If you're looking for that low octane, you can go around downtown, which I find very effective. That's this spot, and try it out. Okay, spot number 3, which is actually in between over on the west side of the map here and our Port spot. We have down here in Promenade East. I find Promenade East is probably one of the more underrated spots for the amount of loot it has. Like, you look at all the tier 4 loot it has, all these purple circles, it means it's tier 4 loot. It's just, no one goes here, I find. For the amount of loot that's here, you can easily loot up your squad and find, this building alone right here, you'll find over 10 grand. I drop there all the time. You get 12, 13 grand, boom. Usually a buy station right here or right here, and you have a loadout drop. So split it up a little bit. You can have 2 guys drop on this building, 2 guys drop here. You can have guys drop on top of the office. But as long as you're in with a close radius, you'll be able to easily collapse on anybody that you find or any enemies that try to push you, and it just gives you a great advantageous, loot right off the hop. Rotation-wise, once again, you're have a lot of options. Going north, you can jump in a vehicle, drive north if it's way north. Same with circles over here. You have tons of different options. And like I said, beginning the game, you typically won't have, maybe one team will drop there with you. For the amount of loot that is, it's totally worth it. So give that one a try. All right, on to spot number 4. This spot is also on the outer edge of the map, like pretty much the rest of them, which allows for easy rotations based on the circle. It's actually called Block 18. You won't see Block 18 on the map, so we'll zoom out. It's over here, kind of in between under Quarry and right above Lumberyard. There's lots of tier 4 loot here. You have 2 kind of building sections. You have a police station here, typically a buy station as well. So once again, if you're in squads, trios, even solos, a lot of these spots will work for solos just fine as well. You have tons of loot. There's always a truck. You got a fire hall there, police station there, and then you have all these buildings down here. Once again, you'll have more than enough money for a loadout drop right off the hop. And then based on circles, you can rotate it either on the edge of the map, right through. The only thing you kind of have to be careful for here is TV station. And typically based on circles, you'll have a lot of guys in Quarry. as well, lumberyard. So you just kind of rotate where you feel safest. If you kind of cut through here and you got to rotate to the middle of the map, you're a lot safer. If you got to cut north, around military base, you can cut around the edge of the map, or you can kind of go around here through Lozoff Pass. But yeah, great spot. All right, and for our fifth and final spot, it's actually a spot called Riverside here. You'll notice Riverside, once again, it's not on the map. So it's right kind of above airport and right beside Lozoff Pass. Now, you do have to be a little bit more careful here because you are going to have guys dropping close to Lozoff Pass. I almost guarantee it. You're going to have guys in military base and you're going to have guys in airport. Even TV station as well. But typically, depending on your circle, you'll be a little safer. So down here in Riverside, you have lots of different buildings up and down this stretch here. And once again, I have to stress it, land close together. That is the most important part about all of these spots, is you have to land close together with your teammates. You should be able to get a decent amount of loot, kind of play this street, stick close together, collapse on anybody that tries to push you guys, and you should be well on your way. And once again, based on rotations, you have lots of options. It is not on the outside of the map. It's kind of close to the middle, actually. So a little bit more flexibility there, but a little bit more dangerous. So all in all, it is still a great spot, but you just have to keep that in mind. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Try these spots out. Try them solos, trios, quads, whatever you guys want to do. Give them a shot. Let me know how they work out for you. And if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.